Harley.
Hi, Malaka.
How are you?
I'm good.
Hi, guys. Welcome back to Sonder and Salt.
You have some good news today.
Oh, yeah. So, turns out I'm not a celiac. Because that was not life for me. So, I am, in fact, gluten intolerant. But, you know, in my language, that translates to gluten avoidant. And I can actually say that with pride.
I'm
gluten avoidant. Yeah.
Completed the testing.
Yeah, went through the testing. I had to do, I'm not going to go into detail because some of it's a bit TMI, but I had to do a few different tests, blood tests, etc. And yeah, I'm not a celiac. So I'm very happy about that because it was a real concern for me if I had to I know my aim for this year, one of my goals was to be more gluten-free, and I'm still going to stick to it because I do have an intolerance.
I was going to say, there's still a level of discomfort.
Yeah, there is. Yesterday I went to a family gathering and my auntie, she makes, I don't know if I've spoken about her before, she makes the best fried dumpling and festival. Her recipe is patent, it's 10 out of 10. 10 out of 10.
So you were there yesterday, but you seem to be empty-handed today.
I don't touch gluten stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I didn't actually take any leftovers, but she had fried some dumplings. Mm-hmm. They were just so pretty. You could just see the outside, the exterior was crisp, the inside was fluffy. They're not tight. Sometimes when you get them from the takeaway, they're tight.
There's the gluten.
The gluten in the dumpling?
Over kneaded and they become
tough.
Oh
yeah, it's just tight and dry, and then sometimes they make them really
massive,
big. Yeah, and it's just not enjoyable. Her ones were perfect, but I didn't have any because I just couldn't be bothered for the discomfort.
So yesterday you were gluten free and you didn't know any better.
Yeah.
That's why you should live your life like it's the last time.
Well,
yesterday you could have been eating dumplings.
She'll make me another one, but I couldn't bother for the wind, the trapped wind, the bloating, the cramping.
Fair enough.
Yeah, but no, I just wanted to share that with you guys because that was really
some good
exciting.
News this week, some good food related news.
Yeah, I don't know. Have you eaten anything interesting
this week? Not at all. Not even a crumb.
Did you? Oh, you've paused your gusto, right?
Yes, but I kind of paused it for two reasons. One, because it's however much it costs a week. Yeah. And it's January.
Yeah.
And two, because I actually needed to eat more than Gusto was given. My marathon training has stepped up to the level now.
Okay.
But my runs are 1,000 calories plus burns each.
Yeah.
And I just need more than that food. And I don't want to have to supplement that by eating 5 times a day. I'd rather just eat bigger meals.
Yeah.
So the whole leftover lunch thing, it's really I could be eating that in one. Because some of the meals I order are apologies, talking about calories again.
Yeah.
But some of the meals are a reasonable amount of calories. Mm-hmm. But I know what I just did, so I can eat the whole thing.
Yeah.
So therefore, I'm paying for technically 3 meals.
Yeah.
Instead
so
of being
the
able to
value's
split
not
it.
there anymore.
So I definitely want to bring it back because I'm already bored of eating. I've had so much pasta this week to get obviously the carbs in. The tortellinis. Yeah. I had pizza last night, just Pizza Express. Just literally, my mum also ran a 10-mile run yesterday, so she was hungry. I had to run this morning.
What did you have at Pizza Express? Because I'm not gonna lie, I don't know, my last experience with them, they really upset me. The calamari in the oven, it was the last straw.
Oh, see, I never really got
okay.
When I started my food blog, I was the calamari queen. That was what I did. I reviewed, I went to places and tried calamari, and that was what I was talking about. So I'd bake on the weekends, and then in the week, I'd literally say to my mum, because we used to meet up for dinner after work on Thursdays, because my dad would work late.
Yeah.
So I'd be okay, we just go to Italian places, because I need calamari for the blog.
Yeah.
I need to put calamari for the blog. Calamari for the blog.
Yeah.
But she was sure. So when I think I maybe had it once or something, but I was such a standard, I just knew it wasn't going to be me.
Yeah.
But I did see your tweets about this. So they used to fry it, but now they don't.
I don't even... Back in the day, I don't remember having calamari from Pizza Express.
Pizza Express, yeah.
I remember just having the garlic dough balls a lot of the time, and I think they do
I used
salads.
to do the bruschetta.
Yeah, and the bruschetta, that was
that's
banging.
My vibe.
Then they kind of went through a revamp, etc. And I think they were trying to optimize their kitchens or something. Right. I don't know. And I ordered the calamari. First of all, it was breaded.
Gluten.
This is the days when I wasn't really giving a heck, but it wasn't in a light crispy batter. It was breaded. Then it was.
I don't like it when the calamari is almost in a sleeve away from the batter.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly what it was like. And then it just didn't have. You could just tell it wasn't fried.
Yeah.
So I had to call over the lovely waitress and I asked her, this calamari, it tastes like it came out the freezer. Something is a bit off. And I was like, how did you cook this? And she's like, oh, we do it in the oven. I said, what? This is what?
So then it does come like that.
Yeah.
Which I expect, like when we spoke about chains and restaurants and stuff, and I was like, there's a certain level.
I expect it deep fried. I'm not gonna lie.
Really?
100%. If you are gonna have it coming out of the freezer, at least make me feel like it's
like
fried.
You drenched it
Do you know what I mean? Yeah, like it should be deep fried. So pizza. What did you have anyway?
They've got something new on the menu. I say new. I think I've had it there. I think me and my mum did Christmas shopping, so maybe like November it was new on the menu. Yeah. And it's mushroom arancini.
It's good.
It's just like 3 mushroom arancinis. Yeah, I think they're quite good. Like, no, I think they're nice. Like, it's Pizza Express, so it is what it is. Like, it's in the local town centre. What I wanted was pizza. Mm-hmm. That's the option to go and eat a pizza.
And you think their pizzas are still good? I haven't.
Been
there for ages.
I've always, not always, but most of my life gone for a thin and crispy pizza. Whether it's takeaway, whether it's whatever, I always go thin and crispy. So they do the Romana, which is like the slightly bigger, slightly thinner one. I just got an American hot and added olives.
What is that? That's like
pepperoni and chilies, mixed bag of chilies.
Okay.
So yeah, I don't know. Like, I guess it's not a fair judge if you don't really test like the Pizza Express products.
Yeah.
Like, fair enough, the mushroom arancini but like they've got pizzas on there that are more imaginative and more creative that are like Pizza Express staples, whereas I just got literally like pepperoni and chilies.
Yeah, like signature dishes.
Yeah, pretty much. I like the fact that the cheese doesn't go like right the way to the crust. Mm-hmm. Like, I like it.
Okay, fair enough.
It's not like the creme de la creme. How I felt last night, I wanted like a Francomanca. Mm-hmm. I wanted a puffy.
Yeah.
Mama doesn't like puffy.
Okay. The thing is, I'm saying all of this. Pizza is not gluten. Something. Yeah, it's something I dropped out a little while ago.
Well,
so.
I love all pizzas equally. Pizza is one of my love languages. I've said this before.
Okay.
So yeah, it's not the creme de la creme, but it did the job. Mm-hmm. Got the carbs in. Cheese isn't crazy, and they do actually have a really good vegan menu. Their vegan cheese, in air quotes, is not cheesy.
Yeah.
It's more like a roux. So it kind of looks like cheese, but isn't. Okay. It doesn't have that fake weird cheesy taste to it.
Okay.
So I kind of like that. It's like giving you the vibe of a pizza.
So there's no pull, basically, is what I'm hearing.
No, they do, because it's like I don't know how I don't know what it is, but it's some kind of something that's whiter than cheese. Like it looks like creamy.
Right. What is it? Cashew?
Maybe. I don't know. I didn't ask, alright?
Yeah, alright.
But this was back in the day when I was doing veganuary, and I was just glad that there was an option for me to eat out.
Okay. Are you not doing veganuary this year then?
No.
Why?
Because I can't focus on actually getting enough things in my body to run and focusing on veganuary. I don't know the food well enough to know how to do it well. Yeah. And I can't bother to learn at the same time.
Okay.
Like,
fair enough.
One day I'll be able to do both, or maybe if I start doing marathons that are like in a different time of the year, or just I just do a month of, like, maybe I can do veganuary in May, like the marathon's in April, maybe I'll get it out of the way and I could do a month then, but too much. It's too much. Doing dry January, this, I can't do it all.
All I said is gluten-free 2023. That's the best I can do. Sorry. That's nice.
We've done enough.
Yeah.
You didn't eat anything good this week?
I went out, I think on Monday. I've kind of forgotten what I've eaten this week, but I think I went out on Monday locally. I went out in Loughton to a restaurant called Tom, Dick and Harry's. And actually, it was quite nice.
Oh, wait, actually, sorry, I don't care about this story that you're about to tell. Why? I care about the story when you went to eat pho. Oh my God, I have eaten out this week. Yeah. So I remember the Tom, Dick and Harry's, and that was alright.
Yeah, Tom, Dick and Harry's in Loughton, that was cool.
Move on.
The pho I went out, so basically, I wanted to go out to this bar in Tottenham, pulled up there, walked into the bar, and it was giving pub. There was somebody there with their dog, there were people standing around with their coats on, it was quite small. I just said, this is not the vibe.
Okay.
So I left, and I was already in Tottenham, so I went to this place, I think it's on like Phillip Lane.
Yeah.
I can't actually remember the name, and to be honest, I'm not going to give the name because I can't say that my experience was amazing. Positive, but it had decent reviews or whatever. Went in there, Vietnamese restaurant, but it seems like they've gone from being Vietnamese to incorporating more Chinese food. Yeah, it's like Vietnamese and Chinese, and I didn't notice that. It didn't display that on the website. So when I went in, I was a little bit disappointed because they had like these lemongrass chicken wings on the menu, which they've now changed to salt and pepper chicken wings. And that's not, I didn't want that.
It's not giving.
So I ordered the salt and pepper prawns. I wanted the vegetarian spring rolls, vegetarian summer rolls, but they ended up giving me the prawn ones. They weren't the best summer rolls I had. It was a mistake.
What, have you had an allergy?
I just, when he bought it, I looked at it and I was like to him, this is prawn. He's like, oh no, vegetarian. I said, no, sweetheart, this is prawns. Like, I can see it. They weren't full. They weren't wrapped very tightly. It's kind of falling apart once I took my first bite. I've had some really good summer rolls.
Yeah.
That wasn't one of them. And then I ordered the pho. And there's an ongoing saga in my life.
Yeah, I share this saga.
With pho, I want to love it so bad. I don't know what it is. There's something about it I want to love. And I think it's the fact that it's rice noodles.
Oh.
And it's similar to ramen, but it's gluten-free, essentially, in that sense. I don't know if they put like soy sauce or anything like that, but it's gluten avoidant. I shouldn't say gluten-free because I can't confirm, but it's highly gluten avoidant. Ramen noodles have wheat in them. And I love ramen, but I don't always want to have the wheat noodles.
Yeah.
So there's something about pho that I want to love, but I just don't. And I looked at the menu and I knew that I wasn't going to love it. I knew it.
Did you get meat in it? Did you
I
get
got a
meaty
mixed one.
Oh, okay.
It had beef in it. I think they even said it was Wagyu or something, not sure. They had beef, it had chicken, corn-fed chicken, and some prawns. And I just find...
Yellow ass chicken?
Well, it was white. I don't believe it was corn-fed, if I'm being completely honest. And it was just bland. It was just like, I don't like the fact that the meats are just kind of dropped into the broth.
On top of the broth,
yeah,
practically.
Just bland. The broth, it's like bone broth, and I just don't find bone broth to be hearty enough. Apparently though, somebody did come in my DMs and tell me that the broth looked like it hadn't been cooked for more than an hour and the beef looked overcooked. So they were basically saying it wasn't the best one.
Wasn't very good, okay.
And they gave me a suggestion of Cafe East.
Oh yeah,
in Surrey Keys, that I should try that out.
Apparently that's the best Vietnamese in London.
So I said I screamed on Instagram that I wasn't going to eat it anymore.
Yeah, you did.
But I think I want to try again.
Just one more time.
Yeah, one more time. If I don't like Cafe East, okay, let's go.
Because I also have feelings about pho, and that is dishwater noodles. Because I just don't get it. Like, and I'm a ramen babe.
Yeah.
I'm a ramen babe. Because that like hearty broth, and I'm a pork babe, we know this.
Okay, yes. We use a tonkotsu.
I love a tonkotsu. Yeah. Actually, no, I love a ipudo.
Okay.
I love a shoyu.
Oh, shoyu ramen.
Yeah, shoyu ramen. Yeah, tonkotsu is probably actually my third.
Yeah.
I think probably shoyu.
Tonkotsu is a bit too porky for me.
Oh, bring it.
Yeah, it's just...
Bring it.
I can taste...
Bring it.
I can taste pepper speaking to me in that, like, Peppa Pig. Pepper. I can just feel her spirit when I'm eating it. It's a bit much. Yeah.
Oh my god. Well, I love it. I love the thickness of it, and I think the ramen noodles as well. Especially, I love when you go to the proper ramen places. Like, I've been to smaller independent ramen places I can't remember the name of, and they'll literally like. I love the like places where they just dash the food in front of you.
Yeah.
Like, be rude to me.
Really? No, sorry.
Be rude to me, and then I'm like, the ramen tastes better.
Really?
It tastes better when
so
you're
one of
them
people that like well, you don't really go to Jamaican outlets, but...
Oh, that's different. Those are my people. Don't be rude to me.
Okay.
But I love a good ramen. But I've had a few bad experiences with ramen, which are not the ramen's fault. But you know when something makes you sick one time?
Yeah.
And then the next time you have it, you're just waiting to be sick.
Okay. So you had food poisoning and it scarred you?
No. I was ill. And I hadn't eaten, and instead of having like a plain soup, I went for this ramen.
It was too much.
That was so much,
and
it was full of stuff. And I was eating it, and I was trying to love it, and I really wanted, because I wanted it, and then it made me feel so much worse that the next time I just sat down and looked at it. And you know how when the oil glistens?
Yeah.
Usually that turns me on a bit, you know? I love it.
It was making you nauseous.
It was making me nauseous. And I was just like,
yeah.
Oh my goodness, there's a lot going on here. I love it when they tell you, how do you want your noodles?
Yeah.
And you add an extra slice of pork.
Wait, we've gone from pho to ramen to...
Yeah, because that wasn't a positive experience. I don't care about that. But I will try...
We'll go to Cafe East.
Cafe East. Yeah. My mum loves pho.
Yeah.
She always gets it.
Really?
Especially, she loves it from that place, pho.
Yeah. Really?
Yeah, the chain.
Okay.
So, she's asked people, because her nail shop are Vietnamese.
Well, they keep sending me to Kingston Road, and I've tried pho, and in every... Because I used to work around there. Every Vietnamese shop on Kingston Road, and it still did not bang for me. It still did not bang. Really? I love a bun noodle salad.
Yeah, I love that. I enjoy Vietnamese food. I just think pho is not the one.
It doesn't bang. So Cafe East, that is my last. Like, literally, if that does not bang, I wouldn't put another penny on pho again, because on the weekend, I just got into my car and I was like, Maka, you knew.
Yeah.
You knew.
Yeah.
But I mean, apparently it didn't look like it was one of the best ones. Meat was overcooked and the broth looked a bit...
under.
So, yeah.
Well,
right.
That was our week.
God, that was a long intro, isn't it?
Speaking of negative experiences, actually.
Yes.
This week, we are going to be discussing food.
A bit more controversy.
I know you guys love it.
Yeah, controversy.
Food that we think has just been rinsed and repeated, used and abused.
Yeah.
We're done.
We're tired.
We're tired of it.
We're tired.
Tired of it.
I say that. Well, there's a few caveats. But overall, we're tired.
We're tired.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about, I think it's important to talk about in two different lanes. One is in the content creation lane.
Yeah.
Food that I'm sick and tired of seeing on the internet.
Yeah.
And then also food that I'm sick and tired of seeing in real life. And we'll start there anyway.
Yeah.
So what are you
My
sick
number one.
and tired of?
I've got a couple, you know. I don't know which one I'm going to go with first.
I know.
I've got a couple. I think
I'm going to steal a couple of yours because I know what they are.
Okay, we'll start with this one. The thing is, I'm a bit of a hypocrite. Well, no, I'm not, because we said we've got two different names. Mm-hmm. Online content creation, recipe development. I'm tired of it. I'm kind of tired.
What is it?
Sorry.
What is
it? Planting. It's planting. I like when I see things that I deem, this is my opinion. I don't want nobody trying to, rub me out.
Malika Mouse or the views of Malika Mouse and Malika Mouse only.
I like when I see planting done in ways that I deem to be innovative.
Okay.
What I don't like is when I see people just slap planting into every meal.
Okay.
In a burger, in a wrap, in a this, and they just add it on where I think it just I think it looks like you've added it because once people see planting, it doesn't matter if you're cooking crap. There's planting in that. Wow, banging, mad. This is mad. That's what I'm kind of tired of. But I have been to a couple of places where I've had planting in innovative ways, and I've seen planting in ways, and I think, do you know what?
Like what?
I would try that. I've had a planting cocktail.
Okay.
Yeah, I went to Chizuru in Brixton when this is when...
You like it though? You've been there.
I love it, yeah.
Take me.
I think Jockey's moving location.
Okay.
So it's not open at the moment, but this is like when it first opened, she didn't even have all the artwork up or whatever, and I went, they had this planting cocktail, and my mind was blown. I was just like, planting cocktail? And I still had this opinion at that time, thinking, oh God, are you joking?
Another planting.
Yeah, but do you know what? They've done it justice. It was so nice. I wrote a review, put it on my blog and everything. In what
form? I mean, obviously, you're not the mixologist, but as in, do you think it was like syruped first?
I think it was pureed. So it had a little bit of texture, a bit of grip to it. Okay. It was pureed, but they'd mixed it down enough that it didn't feel like, I don't know if they'd like cooked it and then pureed it, because it didn't taste raw. I obviously have done planting stuff in.
I was just about to say, was it not only a couple of episodes ago that you were out here screaming about your Christmas planting roll?
Yeah, and it's banging, I'm not going to lie, but I don't slap planting into everything all the time. I mean...
How often do you actually eat plantain?
It's not very often, if I'm being honest. I don't buy it very often. I don't cook it very often.
I have an issue with ripening things.
Yeah.
So, especially if I buy more than one. Like if I buy 3 plantain, the likelihood that me living by myself is going to eat 3 plantain in the period where they're actually at their prime is just ridiculous. It's under or over. That's all I know. So I just wait for my dad to give me one. That he's like, my dad's a ripening master. He'll literally be like, this will be ready this will be ready in 2 days.
Yeah.
And avocados as well. He'll just gift them to me when he knows that they're ready, because I can't buy them and ripen them. But I don't think I have planting that often that I wouldn't. I think I fall prey to these little ways of using it, because I'm like, I couldn't tell you the last time I had it. I'll give it a go.
I need to go on my Instagram, because I say planting. I'm a hypocrite, because I say planting, but I actually did a blog post on different
ways of slicing it.
Ways of different ways that it's been celebrated. Because the thing is, I do like planting, and like I said, I like when it's done in a way that I deem to be
this is so
innovative. I know it is, but I think I'm just tired of seeing it pop up in things on social media where I just feel like it's just fried plantain that's in there. It's literally just slices of fried plantain.
That is what I'm over.
That is in there.
I'm over the conversation around plantain just being about like the best way you can slice it. Like
really?
teach me and the world like exactly what I'm looking for when I pick a plantain. I want to see content around plantain that actually helps it, but doesn't help it to the point of like putting the price up any further than it already is.
Like oxtail. I can't find it on my Instagram, but I definitely had a post about plantain and different ways that it's been celebrated, because I saw somebody, I don't know what his name is, Melissa recommended him in her article where she recommended us. I think his name is like Natty Cooks, and he did a plantain cake. And I'd be down to try it. I've seen like a plantain tart and those kinds of things. I definitely think we should get the most out of ingredients. But I just think fried plantain slapped into stuff.
I'm not mad at plantain.
Yeah. What are you mad at? Talk to us.
This is a personal gripe of mine.
Okay.
In real life and on the internet, but more on the internet than in real life.
Okay.
And that is creamy pasta sauces. Creamy sauces as a whole.
You don't like creamy sauces?
I'm not a lover of creamy sauces. Like,
yeah.
I don't hate them. Like, if I came to your house and you made a carbonara, I'm gonna eat it.
Why are you making a carbonara with cream?
Well, I mean, creamy. See, I don't know. I've never made a carbonara.
Oh, carbonara. Apparently, it's like a big thing in the Italian community.
Right?
Yeah, that they really want people to stop
using cheese,
using cream, and calling it a carbonara, because that's not how you make a carbonara.
Whatever. I don't know. Do I? Because I don't eat them. I don't like stuff that looks creamy.
Really?
But just generally, I'm so sick of seeing these recipe videos, and we can name and shame at least one person in this place, and that is Darius Cooks.
Oh,
because that man needs to get dragged to hell and back. Anyways,
really?
But so much of his recipe content, and this things back to stuff we've said before about, like, are you a content creator or are you a chef, or are you a content creator masquerading as a chef?
Yeah,
like
it's a masquerading,
like masquerading as a chef, because more times I'm seeing cream just be like poured on pasta when everything's like kind of cooked, like it's finished, it's done.
Do you know what I keep seeing? That I saw people that pour alcohol into finished food.
Darius.
Is it him?
Darius
I've seen a couple other people on Twitter
Hennessy
do that.
particularly.
Hennessy, yeah, and people now seasoning food with weed.
Okay, let's come back to I'm gonna stick a pin in that.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stick a pin in
All
that.
right,
I'm gonna
cool.
stick a pin in that. But yeah, I guess cream particularly, like every single seafood sauce being
and creamy pasta.
And again, there's a time and a place for it, because I do agree that making a creamy pasta, well, it's not in my repertoire like that. Like, is probably student essential. Like the same way you learn a tomato-based pasta and a creamy-based pasta. I'm probably sure I did, and then I just had it, didn't like it, so I just haven't gone back. I just don't like that kind of. I don't like white sauce. I don't like bechamel. I don't like that kind of stuff. I only like macaroni, cheese, and lasagna. That's it. And macaroni de fondo, which is the Greek version. But that those are the only things I eat.
Okay.
And literally, the way that I'm seeing it be used, just every single place,
I think it's a cheat code. I think it's a cheat code, because
I think it's a cheat code for Italian, and it's just wrong.
I don't think it's a cheat. Well, okay, maybe it is or it isn't. I think it's just a cheat code for cooking food on the internet and trying to garner like the interest or the numbers
of accessibility.
People.
Looks easy.
Well, let me be real. I think people on the other side of the world, our American counterparts, they love a creamy pasta, and I think when somebody decides that they want to do this content creation thing, they will do a creamy pasta. Fact. It doesn't matter what goes on top.
I think
they will slap a creamy Cajun creamy, carbonara style creamy, Rasta pasta creamy.
Oh my god! It was.
Rasta pasta creamy.
I didn't want to say it. But I had to say it.
Yeah.
The jerk. Why is jerk and creamy? What?
Do you know what though? Hold on a minute. Hold on.
Oh, go on. You're gonna tell me it's authentic and it was actually a thing and it was created.
No, I wasn't gonna say any of that actually. What I was gonna say is, you don't know me.
I've realised.
Yeah. No. What I was gonna say was the Rasta pasta, like the creamy Rasta pasta thing. When I used to go to New York and go to Footprints in Brooklyn, it banged. I'm not gonna lie. Sorry, I'm not gonna lie. It was nice. And I would get like a shrimp Rasta pasta thing. The problem is I don't call that Rasta pasta. When I'm ordering it, that's what it says, so I'll say it. But Rasta pasta, like the whole Rasta pasta thing, being made with animal products and stuff, I just think it's weird. And I think you can just call it jerk spiced creamy pasta or something like that. But it does bang. It does bang. I'm not gonna lie to you lot. It's nice.
I hate when the creamy pasta and it's like some kind of creamy sauce pasta and then you get like some kind of griddled like sliced fried chicken on top.
Yeah, you don't like that?
I just hate everything about it. I just hate everything about it. I'm sorry.
Why? Have you tasted it before?
It's everywhere. Every single pasta.
Have you tasted it before?
Why would I taste it?
So you just like that, you just hate the concept.
I hate the concept. But I hate the concept, exactly what you just said, which is like, it's almost a rite of passage.
Yeah.
It's almost a rite of passage to be a content creator or a foodie or whatever, food blogger, whatever it takes.
It's the menu. So there's a social media menu, basically, which is creamy pasta with something on top.
Sometimes shrimp.
Yeah, shrimp, cream. Yeah, let's call it a creamy shrimp Alfredo or something. Alfredo. It's Alfredo.
Yes,
it's Alfredo.
It's Alfredo.
Yes, it's Alfredo. Then there's usually some kind of surf and turf.
Spaghetti. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Steak with like a lobster tail on top, and then you've got like asparagus and broccoli.
Yeah.
On the side, broccolini. Yeah.
Yeah.
Then there's probably some kind of chicken and waffle or something going on like that.
That's an American side, but yeah.
But this is the menu.
Okay.
Isn't it? The chicken and waffle, and I don't know what else on the menu. If I'm being honest.
Something with Oreos. Usually.
Oh my gosh.
The American side is usually
Do you know
Oreos.
what?
Hold that thought right there, 'cause I think I know where you're going, even though I don't know you at all. You're right.
I wasn't at all.
At all. Like,
yeah.
those couple of things there. And the thing is, it's like, they're not bad dishes in real life, but you're just putting me off them.
It's now, OD.
Yeah,
it's
because now I just feel like they're
in my
crap.
psyche.
Like, you could take me to like the best, you could tell me it's
Yeah.
the best Italian restaurant ever, and I'm going to be like, well, isn't it an Alfredo like cream, all-purpose seasoning and spaghetti?
Why did you say all purpose?
Because that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you're just putting me off of it because it's being
Yeah.
done so badly everywhere I look,
Yeah.
basically.
It's tired. I do like a creamy sauce. I do love a rasta pasta.
Yeah,
I will be honest.
big air quotes.
Yeah, I do love a jet spice creamy sauce pasta. I don't have too many creamy pastas because I'm alongside being gluten avoidant. I do have a dairy intolerance, but I can't say I hate it. I just, when I see it, and I just think, oh God, allow it. Like, this is tired now. Give me something else. Give me something new.
Let's just rewind 1 second to the pin that we stuck in these weed marinated food.
Yeah.
Because I have seen an increase of this, and there's a couple of pages on TikTok that do it, and they obviously have to use like kind of safe language so they don't get like pulled down. Or they call it like CBD, something like CB dinners or CB something.
CB dinners.
Something like that, or like TH something. And I'm just like, what was the reason?
So do you not like weed being used in cooking? Because I know the Kitchenista does it sometimes, and Holly actually said that this year we should use a bit more. They're like tinctures and stuff. They like to.
So that's the thing.
Yeah.
That's not what I'm seeing. On TikTok, they're taking a grinder and rub it over a chicken.
Yeah, to season the food, essentially.
Like, that's not what Holly and
does it make
Kitchenista
scientifically, does it make a difference?
I feel like, yes. I mean, we need to keep the content of the podcast safe for the family content, but there's definitely a process in which, like, say for example, smoking anything, like the burning of it, the heat of it, like you can't just crumble it up and throw it in just about anything and expect to have either the effects or the flavour in a nice way. Yeah. Like, whereas like I think I've seen one of Holly's ones. I don't know if I've seen any of the Kitchenistas ones. But using the kind of oils or the extracted products where you're literally like putting some kind of like flavored THC or like they know what they're doing in terms of like different I don't know, strains, I guess the words are, like, and like all these things do have different flavors. Like, I'm completely on board with using it in food. I don't think this is like rinsed and repeated yet.
Not yet. I think it's just
faces being rinsed and repeated.
What's the word to use? I think it's being misused.
It's already showing potential signs of being that kind of thing.
I think it's being mistreated. I think people want to use it and they want to be you want your stuff to go viral and that kind of stuff. And so they're just using it, but they're not getting best use of the product because they're not using it appropriately.
I feel like on the baking side, once you start getting into the realm of like making a can of butter and going down that road, you can, like the water's your oyster. And I guess you could put that in a pan and baste your steak with it or baste whatever with it, but I'm just not seeing that be done. What I am seeing being done doesn't even look like the food's going to taste very nice.
Well, it's in a creamy pasta, probably using it in...
Just as a crumb, as a garnish.
As a
Are
garnish.
you crazy?
Yeah, exactly.
This is stressing me out.
Or as a herb seasoning.
This whole episode is stressing me out.
Oh, please.
I'm on the edge. I'm now thinking about a THC encrusted chicken escalope on top of an Alfredo pasta.
You'd be surprised. There probably is one out there.
Of course
Don't
there is.
give anybody any ideas.
Oh, they can have that.
Yeah.
I've got many. You can have that one for free.
So, my next one is lobster tails. I'm a bit tired. Do you know what it is? It's not lobster. It's not the actual lobster tail. It's just the shell's being cut. It's being pulled out.
So this is a content.
Yeah, I think this is a content thing. And actually, I think lobster is overrated. I think like just buying a whole lobster, I think it's overrated. There's not much meat in it. I just think the value for the lobster.
Disagree.
Really?
Strongly
No.
disagree.
I think I
And
just
if there's
think,
anyone out there trying to want to take me out to dinner, I strongly disagree.
but what, you want the lobster? Nah, I just
Strongly
think
disagree.
lobster pastas and like when lobster's
I love
actually
it.
like pulled out of the shell, yes. Just leaving it in the shell with the tail and then I'm fighting for my life with the claws. I'm not really interested. Excuse me. I'm not really interested in that. So when I see a recipe and it's just a lobster tail in the shell with a bit of seasoning, probably like garlic butter or
Lemon,
something,
garlic butter,
and it just is put on top of a dish, I just think, oh God, boring. Don't want to hear it. I literally don't want to hear it. There's the I don't know. I talk about her all the time, but I genuinely love her content. There's this like lobster pasta that the kitchenista did, and I think it had like Calabrian peppers in it, and I think she done it with bucatini and stuff. I need that plate. So that, like, I need that plate. But she didn't just then cut the shell, pull the lobster out, put it in the grill and just leave it like that. I don't even think it's the ingredients. I think maybe my issue, as we're talking through this episode now, is just like content creation. And obviously when people are seeking virality, when something works, they will stick with it. And then it becomes OD. So I just think we can do more with these lobster tails.
Listen.
Also, lobster is seafood and it doesn't take that long to cook. Some of these lobster tails are looking like lobster tires. That's what I'm going to say. They're looking like lobster tires.
I've got one that ties into the lobster tails actually. Okay, but before I give that though, I strongly disagree. I love lobster. I love garlic butter lobster. I think that the lobster that they give you at Burger and Lobster is underweighed and that they're just scamming you.
Really? I actually like the food at Burger and Lobster.
I do,
though.
but I don't think you get what you pay for.
But I'll never order. It's the lobster roll for me. Oh, I love the lobster roll. I love a lobster roll.
I don't think you get what you pay for there. The best lobsters I've ever had have been at Chinese restaurants. I just think. I've been to Chinese supermarkets where you see them living their best lives.
Yeah,
until
and they're big and hearty.
They're bigger. They're just wholesale. I just feel like I don't know what Burger and Lobster are doing wrong with the supply chain there, but somehow
probably cutting corners.
The
Chinese
Chinese
keep the margin down.
have got the right ones.
Yeah.
The lobster linguine at how do I say this properly? Is it Cicconi's?
Cicconi's.
It's a C and then it's a double C. So one is a ch and one is a k.
It might be Cicconi.
Well, in the Ned
or Cicconi.
They have a few branches, but the one in the Ned is what I've been to. That right there, at least
is it gluten free?
I don't give a heck. I do not give a heck.
Yeah. Asking for myself.
Pick somebody else.
Yeah.
Okay. But that lobster linguine right there, I love it. It's great. I haven't had it in so long. It's all come back to me now.
This is the thing. I'm not saying lobster doesn't bang because the flavour of lobster, like I just said, I love a lobster roll.
But I think what they give you there is what you said. Like the meat is pulled out and it's in the sauce and whatever. Yeah. And then I think they give you maybe your plate is kind of dressed with 2 claws.
Yeah.
Or like a half or something.
Okay.
So there's a little bit more for you to pull, but it's fully exposed. Like you can get it with a fork.
It sounds nice. I do love a little bit of lobster. Do you know what I mean? But the lobster tail with the shell with I don't want it. I don't want it. I do not want it, and I don't want it plopped on top of my steak. I just don't.
Oh, surf and turf. Yeah.
Yeah, I just don't want it.
This is becoming way more about things that we hate in content than about things in real life.
Well, now I'm starting to wonder if there's any. I love food. Do you know what I mean? So I don't think there's any ingredient that I have an active issue with. I think generally it is just about things that have been like rinse just
for
probably
content purposes.
for content purposes, and like because content creation and like recipe development is becoming meshed in a very weird way. I use the word recipe development quite loosely. Do you know what I mean? That's where it's just like, if you are gonna do that, try something else.
Do you think that this is because we follow a certain type of person, like we're rooting for everybody black at the end of the day, and that there's a kind of echo chamber within the black creative space as a whole, not just in the food lane. I see this a lot in the fashion lane where all the fashion babes look the same, but within the food lane that we just can't escape. Like across the US and the UK, I guess the whole Western black world that we're tapping into, it feels very, very, very samey. And is that why we're done with it?
I think if you want to be a content creator and you want to see growth, naturally you're going to do what seems to work. Yeah. So if you're tapping into content, I think as a black person that is tapping into content from other black people, it can very quickly feel like within our space. I just think that's a content creation thing. I think if I tapped into a different demographic, I would see similar things being done repeatedly. It's just that I don't really I don't really space. So I can't confirm or deny if that's what they do, but I do think it's just a generic content creation consequence. So I think taking some responsibility and accountability, who I choose to engage with, and to be quite honest, it's not an abundance of people that I choose to engage with, but who I choose to engage with will mean that there are some similarities, therefore there's some similarities in their content. There are a couple of people that I think just do their own thing, stay in their own lane and do what they want when they want, like my girl, the kitchenista.
Angela!
She was doing duck stuff for ages and like breaking down the whole duck, things like that. And I like to find people...
There's stuff Melissa does as well, which I've been really into.
Does good stuff.
Not necessarily in terms of what she chooses to make, but like her taking this route now. I think she works with Weber, which is the barbecue brand.
A lot of smoking.
A lot of smoking, a lot of just actually grilling.
Yeah.
Which I think is like, you know, you don't see that a lot. So fair enough, she might be making something very simple. Yeah. Because again, I think the thing with the barbecue and whatever is capturing that flavor, capturing that essence. Like it's a very simple outcome, but the niche that she has of her processes, I think is a unique point. But I'll say the thing about Melissa. I was watching Melissa's Instagram, so Melissa's wardrobe. Mel made me do it. Yeah. There's many things Mel has made me do. And she was basically saying how, you know, when was the last time she had an original thought, basically? Because she said she speaks in TikTok, she lives in TikTok, she buys stuff from TikTok shop. She's very much...
I've never ordered off TikTok shop.
I don't think her point was not obviously just about TikTok, but TikTok's taken over. Yeah. But there's it's that echo chamberness of like, is it just being repeated because it's good? She was saying, you know, making recommendations about makeup, or not even making recommendations. She was just showing us, and then she was like, you don't have to buy it. You just want to just share it. You don't have to buy this thing. And I think maybe that message needs to come with, here's something that I've cooked today. You don't have to make it. You don't have to remake it. You don't have to whatever. But it's so difficult. It's so difficult because you can't like censor someone's creativity.
You can't. That's the thing.
Some people's content creation is very much them learning how to cook.
Yeah. I think for me, what resonates most with me is people that just do, and they just like, so you see like someone like Holly, and I think I always refer to them because they're the two that I engage with the most, and I love their content because there's a high degree of authenticity. I think content creation is secondary to what they're doing. Yes. And those are the people that I tend to grab. Content creators, because you are a content creator and you're seeking to develop. I get it. Did you know what I mean? Yeah. But people that
I too will play the game.
Yeah, exactly. And it's an internal battle that I have because I think I tend to veer more on the side of where like Holly or the Kitchenesta, where they share the outputs of what they're doing creatively on social media.
But what they do is the reality of their life.
Yeah, it's not gonna be on trend all the time. Sometimes they'll see a trend, like Holly did the butterboard because she saw the trend, she liked it. I think one of her friends mentioned it, and she's done it in her own little way. She thought, I'll do it. But for the most part, she's sharing bean school. She's sharing her little cravings that she wants to try out, that kind of thing. And I love that. So you get more range in what she puts out. It's more unique.
I think the vegan creators are good with that stuff.
Okay, I feel like they're kind of forced to. I think
they're forced to because they have to be innovative. I mean, one of the things I was going to bring up that I think they've rinsed and repeated, I think across the board rinsed and repeated, is like wings.
Cauliflower.
Wings.
She's tired. The cauliflower is tired.
She's
not a chicken. She's not a chicken. She's a cauliflower, okay?
Cauliflower is tired because cauliflower is sick and tired of being pizza crust. She's sick and tired of being wings.
Hash browns.
She's sick and tired of being hash browns. She's sick and tired of being rice.
Yeah.
Like, she's none of these things. She is cauliflower. But she's also, I think wings as a whole, between them, like, I think they're just done with seeing each other.
Yeah.
Like, I get it. Like, just teach me how to fry a chicken. I can put whatever I want on it afterwards. Like, fine. Like, cool. I'm probably going to make a fried chicken wing video, so if you see one, I don't want to hear nothing.
Well, I was just screaming about cauliflower hash browns the other day, do you know what I mean? But I love cauliflower.
No, but I think this is a real life one. I know we keep segueing in and out, but this is a real life one because cauliflower rice comes in like convenience packets, and is that a tool of the diet industry?
Yeah, for sure.
Making us have some kind of low carb, crusted pizza and rice and stuff.
Yes, it is. It was, I think, the cauliflower industry, because it is an industry, they've made an industry out of it, is rooted in offering low carb alternatives, and cauliflower being one of those things that texturally we believe that it can be molded into all these different ways, and it's a low carb alternative, and so you can enjoy these things. Me and alternatives, it's a shaky relationship because to me a lot of things are not alternatives.
Vegetarian
it's a
meat
whole
goes,
well.
So what we're saying is that our issue with cauliflower is actually an issue with the patriarchy.
Oh God.
Because
what this is podcast hands.
I think that's what we're saying here.
Yeah.
I think that the pressure of dieting that has been put on women particularly in the weight loss industry is a direct result of the patriarchy and its pressures. Now the ultimate sacrifice has been made, and that is that we are being force-fed cauliflower rice and cauliflower other byproducts, and it's all making sense to me now.
I think that is the health and fitness industry is a part of it. I also think the plant-based vegan industry is a part of it. Again, back to my point a few episodes ago, some things cannot be veganized and we just need to make peace with that. I do love a crispy cauliflower type of thing, but I think...
Don't call it a wing.
Yeah, it's not a wing.
It's not a wing.
Do you know what I mean? It's not a wing. And I think sometimes we're trying to mould and shift and shape cauliflower into something that she's not, and she's tired. That's all I'm going to say on that. And I also don't think cauliflower is the best filling for certain things. I think cauliflower has been made into such an industry that in order to appeal to a vegan or a plant-based person, people just put like cauliflower tacos don't really bang. I'll be so real. They don't texturally, they don't really bang.
No.
I think there's other things that we can put in there, but now it's almost like cauliflower RTM, like registered trademark type of thing, and they just put cauliflower all over the place. And if you want to have a plant-based or vegan option, put a bit of cauliflower and we'll be okay. And there's definitely other vegetables, there's other cruciferous vegetables and things that we can use to appeal to vegans or plant-based people. I know, cruciferous, I love it. And we can just do other things basically, or we can just forget that there's no wings here. There's no wings.
There's no wings.
Yeah, we've got no wings.
Dare I say that tender stem broccoli has also been rinsed?
As a side, I think tender. Do you know? Yeah. I love a tender stem.
Love her,
yeah, I do love a tender stem.
Is she overexposed?
I think as a side dish, vegetable is too easy. I get that. It's just like people just stick it on the side of stuff. Yeah, on the side of stuff. They sell it in Pizza Express. Yeah, tender stem broccoli.
It's called broccolini though.
Because I think who was it you were talking
about?
Yeah,
tender stem is a brand name.
So I think
RC.
Yeah.
TM.
It's just too easy. So there's other, and some of the time the way they're cooking it is just so simple. They're not even really doing it justice, in my humble personal opinion. When I went to Decima and they had it, and it was like, I don't know if they like put it on a grill.
Oh right.
And it was like it had like, I love a crispy. I love when the floret is like crispy. That kind of stuff. But yeah, I think tender stem. She's everywhere. She's gone worldwide. She's everywhere. People love a broccoli. People love a tender stem broccoli, so they put it as a side.
Health and fitness related, rinse and repeated related, content related, restaurant related, salmon.
Yeah. Well, do you know what?
Because she's rinsed because she's great. Like,
that's the thing. I love salmon.
She is nutritionally excellent. I love how all the food has become she's nutritionally excellent, and I get that. So I get why she fits into so many different boxes, but there are certain ways that I don't think she needs to be used. So used and abused.
Why is it being platted?
Platted?
Yeah, platted salmon. Anyway, I'm gonna let you finish.
I've seen nuggets.
Like chunks.
Yeah,
salmon chunks.
but like nugget form. So like crumbed, like nuggets.
But you haven't tasted that.
No, because that online.
Oh, okay.
Which I guess is innovative, which sort of we're asking for. But then we're like,
is it
not
minced
like that?
Is it like how they done
it's just
it?
like chunks. I'll try and find the video and share.
My
it.
dad used to make these fish balls. And I'm gonna ask him to make it actually banging. But he minces the salmon,
right?
And I think he mixes it with some other fish,
like a white meat fish or something.
Yeah, and then he like coats it, and then he fries it, and then he cooks it down in like a sauce. Banging. In fact, I need to call him. Absolutely banging, and I love that. But pan fried salmon. Again, I guess it's like the same thing with
it's a rite of passage.
Yeah, but it's the same thing with like the creamy shrimp Alfredo. Salmon is another dish. Like it's on the menu. It's on the social media menu. You have to have some salmon, either on top of the creamy pasta, or with some mashed potatoes, or with some vegetables on the side,
some grits.
Kind of thing. Yeah, you have to have a bit of salmon. So I do love salmon. I'm always banging on about salmon. I eat a lot of salmon.
I've come to learn to love it.
Yeah.
Like literally in the last probably 6 months.
Yeah.
But I see her a lot.
She's on tour.
I see her
365.
Always on.
Yeah.
She's always on campaign for salmon. Like always.
And the thing is, as much as I love salmon, the reason why I have a lot of salmon is because it's in the supermarket. Although it's not the best place to get fish, I know, but it's convenient.
Yeah.
I don't mind it reheated, like I said last episode. Yeah. So in terms of like meal prep and operationally, salmon makes sense for me. But there's other fishes out there, and I think if you are positioning yourself as like a chef or even as a content creator, utilize these other fishes. I understand that some are not popular.
It's a fish.
What's that?
Fish is plural of fish. If it's the same fish.
I said fishes, isn't it?
Yeah, but if it's more than one type of fish, you can say fishes. I learned that recently.
Okay, really?
So I think I was trying to replay your sentence in my head as you were saying it, and I think fishes is correct.
Okay, cool. But yeah, there's other types of fish out there. So many other types of fish out there. And I think it would be good for us to explore that.
Yeah.
Although it's not popular, so people will do what's popular and what people know. People won't necessarily love it. Like red snapper fillet, I love that. It's so meaty, it's so fleshy.
I think that was one of the first fish I learned to eat because it was like Good Friday fish.
Yeah, and the bones. But if you fillet the snapper, it just, I don't know, it cooks completely different when it's off the bone.
I'm gonna try that.
I love red snapper.
See,
red mullet, oh gosh.
I wonder as well if, thinking back to my New Year's food resolutions, why I'm not necessarily inspired to cook.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to cook salmon in Alfredo. I don't want to do that. But now already I'm like, I want to try and make that. Where are the people making
But this is why we need to engage with our books and other forms of consuming food and inspiration. Right. Yeah, and like even...
Nothing gets me more inspired than actually going out in the real world. Like, especially, say for example, if it comes down to me, like personally me, I'm trying to shop, I'll go to Selfridges. And that's not to shop the things in Selfridges, that's to walk around and Google dupes of the things in Selfridges. But I'm like, they are world-renowned merchandisers for a reason. They're going to put stuff in a way that is psychologically positioned to inspire me, make me think a certain way, or a certain colour, or something, like just something that I wouldn't have done on my own or have done from Instagram. Like, and I do agree, when you go to places like Borough Market, even when you just read your cookbooks, when you go to a library,
watch shows on Netflix.
Watch things on Netflix.
I love watching shows on Netflix because you expose yourself
to so many different things. So many different things. So it's like, it's not a what's the word? Like a trait of all content. Yeah. Like films about food are different to this kind of stuff. So maybe just.
I started watching this show on Netflix. It's about like a Japanese kitchen that's open. I don't know if you've ever heard of it. It's a Japanese kitchen that's open from 12 till 7 or something like that.
In London?
No, it's in Japan.
Oh, in Japan, okay.
But it's a show. It's fictional. It's called Midnight Diner, Tokyo Stories. Okay. And they have an episode, I think it's the first one. Let me click I. So yeah, it's called Tanmen. And tanmen is like a noodle soup, similar to ramen, but slightly different. But just from watching that, I've never heard of tanmen before. And it's not something I would ever seek to try. I think ramen looks better visually, but the fact of the matter is, I would never know that just from engaging with TikTok and Instagram. It was through watching this show that I'm like, okay, that's different. That's something new, and I'm curious.
Yeah.
So if I wanted to go to a Japanese restaurant, or it might mean that how I search on Google is different.
Yeah.
There's like restaurants that serve tanmen, and then I'm opening myself up to different establishments. So it's a good point.
You'll get out there in the world.
Yeah, no, for sure. And get off social media sometimes. As much as I love social media, and there's easy ways of consuming content and getting inspiration very quickly. It's very filtered.
It's an echo chamber.
You get what you're given
on there.
Like, you get what you're given.
In every single regard.
Yeah.
The algorithm is not designed to help you see new stuff. The algorithm is designed to keep you pleased.
More of what you...
Or based on what you like. Told them.
Or when I'm watching a video and I'm cussing in my head, I've watched it now, I've engaged, and it's going to give me more.
Of this. That's what happened with me and Harry Styles. Because I was loving the way the girls were dressed into the Harry Styles tour. Because it was like it was a theme, you know, the way Harry Styles dressed and stuff. It was cute. Yeah, I never should have told TikTok that, because now TikTok thinks I like Harry Styles.
Really?
I like the girls that like Harry Styles. I like the fashion girls. I like the girls.
The girls.
I like the girls that show me how to thrift, how they thrifted.
Yeah.
Their like love heart jumpsuit, whatever, like how they're gonna dress for Harry's house. I was like, I love that. And now I'm just seeing clip after clip after clip after clip. So I've had to now ignore the girls.
Yeah.
I think he's off tour anyway, but I'm like, I messed up there somehow. But I think that's everything that we want to talk about.
There's more, you know, we can always revisit, we can ask the people what they think, if they've got any.
I'll leave a poll on this episode on Spotify. If you just scroll down on the episode itself, you'll see where the polls are, just to give us your opinion on this. Then,
wait, do you have a minute?
Yes, I do.
Okay, wait, I guess, right.
I'll also throw one up like on the Instagram stories or something, just to get opinions, leave us comments on the clips when these come up on Instagram and TikTok and all those good places. But I think that was an interesting conversation.
That was a good conversation, because I think the way we approached it,
thought it was going to go,
was very different. And I think it's always good sometimes to explore your own opinions and thinkings and actually dig
and
to
change
the root
them.
cause. Yeah, like
change them.
Really dig that. Be critical about why is this bothering me?
Yeah, why?
Why don't I like this? And do I really not like it, or is it that I'm just tired of seeing it?
Or do I not like it because people keep telling me not to like it?
Yeah,
because
exactly.
I like lobster.
No, the thing is, I like lobster. I like lobster too, but I think one takeaway for everybody that's really important is to just practice discernment in all aspects of your life. And just because I like to post things to share, that's ultimately what I'm doing. It's not to influence directly or to encourage you to do anything. It's literally just to share, to show you how I engage with food, how I buy different things and what I like and why. And I mean, if you want to buy a golden yolk egg, wait a minute before we go. This egg crisis is getting out of hand. I just want to make everyone know that we are in a real egg crisis. My golden yolk eggs have gone from £2.85, £2.40 on offer to £3.40 RRP.
And the joke is, Malaka didn't even know. I saw it in Sabre and sent her a picture. So
heartbroken.
At least now you know that you can ration the ones that you have. Because
the 5 are still in the fridge. I'm throwing away the box. I don't even know what the best before and use by is, but I'm going to eat them. They're on the eggs. Oh, okay, good.
They print them on the eggs.
Okay, lovely. Yeah, because you know that egg health and safety is really
they print them on the eggs.
Yeah.
But the egg crisis is very, very real.
It's real, yeah.
Hope you guys have a lovely egg-filled week.
Yes.
Hope you get some Nectar points this week, some Club Card points, whatever it takes. Exactly. To all of our international listeners, of which there are now many. Welcome Lebanon to the conversation.
I feel like we're at
Ukraine. Welcome to the conversation.
Yeah.
Hong Kong. Welcome to the conversation.
What's it called? Like the Olympics when they're welcoming.
Yeah, welcoming all the countries. Thank you guys for rocking with us so much, and we'll catch you in the next one.
Bye guys.
Bye.